this matchup. Godlike is undisputed in Bharat from the Garina region in the recent invitational, and it was a rough defeat for Godlike. Can they recover? Can they take that revenge up against another team from Garina? Of course, the Indonesians won't be too happy with that. The revenge executed on them for what Smarter Mega, the Filipinos, did. But we'll take it either way. Godlike versus Kagendra as we start things off at Apocalypse, baby. Let's see exactly who brings the mayhem. As Kagendra, of course, starting things off pretty hot down here at the main road. The players on the side of Godlike, on the other hand, focusing on their spawns off of Temple. This is going to give them a little bit of an advantage only in P2. For P1, on the other hand, it's going to be a little bit of a distance for them to rotate all around. But as you can see, Godlike, 3 players near the objective, but only one hopping on in. And Abyss just a tad bit too far away. The Switchblade will be able to punish. And Clove appears from out of nowhere to shut them down. The smokes are going to be obscuring all of their sights, and Kagendra will sneak away the 20th point from P1 just like that. Godlike, on the other hand, says thank you very much. TK bye, I am going to go for P2, says the Indians. Godlike now on P2, but nobody anchoring down Temple. Player number 3 has to back away. Trunks, you gotta play your position, man. Prevail says no problem, bye, I'll step on in, but Prevail can't prevent them as Clove gets a double. Here comes yet another player. Abyss and Trunks trying to cover for the squad, but the backstab out of nowhere. Zen still alive. Zen shuts down one, and now the hill. Zen shuts down one, and now the hill in the hands of Kagendra. A surgical backstab. A surgical backstab from the Indonesians. And Godlike will be wondering. What in the world do they need to do to keep Kagendra off of their hill. And now Godlike lost their temple spawns already. Being forced to spawn all the way out from barracks. But it looks like this rotation is going to be a solid one. They win up their gunfights, but nobody's hopping on into the hill. Godlike wasting too much of time. Kagendra gonna say thank you very much. Coming from the Garina region in the recent invitational, and it was a rough defeat for Godlike. Can they recover? Can they take that revenge up against another team from Garina? Of course, the Indonesians won't be too happy with that. The revenge executed on them for what Smarter Mega, the Filipinos, did. But we'll take it either way. Godlike versus Kagendra as we start things off at Apocalypse, baby. Let's see exactly who brings the mayhem. As Kagendra, of course, starting things off pretty hot down here at the main road. The players on the side of Godlike, on the other hand, focusing on their spawns off of Temple. This is going to give them a little bit of an advantage only in P2. For P1, on the other hand, it's going to be a little bit of a distance for them to rotate all around. But as you can see, Godlike, 3 players near the objective, but only one hopping on in. And Abyss just a tad bit too far away. The Switchblade will be able to punish. And Clove appears from out of nowhere to shut them down. The smokes are going to be obscuring all of their sights, and Kagendra will sneak away the 20th point from P1 just like that. Godlike, on the other hand, says thank you very much. TK bye, I am going to go for P2, says the Indians. Godlike now on P2, but nobody anchoring down Temple. Player number 3 has to back away. Trunks, you gotta play your position, man. Prevail says no problem, bye, I'll step on in, but Prevail can't prevent them as Clove gets a double. Here comes yet another player. Abyss and Trunks trying to cover for the squad, but the backstab out of nowhere. Zen still alive. Zen shuts down one, and now the hill in the hands of Kagendra. A surgical backstab from the Indonesians. And Godlike will be wondering what in the world do they need to do to keep Kagendra off of their hill. And now Godlike lost their temple spawns already, being forced to spawn all the way out from barracks. But it looks like this rotation is going to be a solid one. They win out their gunfights, but nobody's hopping on into the hill. Godlike wasting too much of time. Kagendra gonna say thank you very much. Come again, Godlike. And if this is how you're gonna play each and every single hill, Kagendra's gonna be smiling year to year. Early rotation coming through as well from player number 5. The one and only Me6 sends out the hunter killer drone as well. Finds no connection just yet. But that early rotation does encourage more players from the side of Kagendra to rotate on as well. 66 to 15. And it looks like Godlike isn't looking very much like the gods of CODM at this point of time. 17 points, turned up a tad bit, but only managing to sneak away 3 before they once again get stomped out. That Pretty will find absolutely no one. That's a tad bit of a waste here from Friend, but it's not going to be punishing them just yet. As you can see, 4 operators on the stack for Kagendra, just waiting for that moment to unleash all of that onto Godlike. Prevail will be whipping out his equalizer, but he equalized pretty much absolutely no one as Kagendra continues to run away with the match. 76 to 32. If Bharat wants to step up, now's a great time to do that. 17 more seconds for the closure of this P3, and it looks like Kagendra will sneak away the remaining points as well. Reef is just smiling year to year. The guy's barely doing anything. He's hanging back 10 eliminations in hand as he takes up all of those scrap points. Look at Godlike rotating in for P3. Guys, bye. It's been P4 now. Godlike, very slow rotation. But this is going to be a solid backstab if they can pull this off. From the intel room, straight into the farmhouse. Backstab! Godlike! And a beautiful break. This leaves the Sparrow in the hands of Abyss. Abyss now. If he can hold on, that will be great. But Clove with the God nade takes out Abyss as well as his Sparrow. Zen drops the Pretty. Pretty doesn't miss. Kagendra back in control. Hunter killer drone for the Slay as well. Wall hit a wall. Paused on the stab. And Zen on the other hand with the switchblade. Easy drop shot all day long for Kagendra. If Godlike keeps up this sort of a play. 42 to 104. Kagendra slowly but surely running away with the matchup. Nobody hopping onto the hill just yet. Waiting for that backup. The objective play is just a tad bit too far. They get slain out before they can reach the hill. Neutrina, a sliver of health, and Clove says maybe you want to go in for that reset. 7 more seconds to go in the scraps to the way of Kagendra. Full stuff thus far. And it looks like God needs to learn to engage a little bit more aggressively out there on the battlefield, because Godlike's not looking like a god of Call of Duty Mobile with this sort of a play. But a comeback can still be made here. This is the second set of rotations as we move on back into P1 at Main Road. And Godlike with a solid opener. The smokes are going to be looking to obscure their sights once again, but it looks like Prevail has managed to prevent not 1, not 2, but 5 team members on the side of Kagendra from hopping on into the hill and sneaking this away. But the question remains, why in the hell is Godlike only having that one objective player on the hill? The rest of them scrambling around. Kagendra slaying them before they can even get to Prevail to help him out. 18 eliminations on the side of Prevail. Kagendra on the triple stack inside of the hill instead. Godlike rotating around, and they will meet the players of Kagendra smack dab in the middle of the map, and they will go in for the overextension at the underpass as well. One final player for the takedown as Godlike sneaks away the hill once again, and Clove with a nasty double shot, make that a triple. Clove is still alive as Godland finally takes him out to soak up the scraps off of P1. Now 60 points between Godlike and Kagendra now. The Indonesians slowly but surely running away. But if Godlike can get the smash onto the temple spawns and get the advantage for P2, this could be a game changer. A much better play from Godlike. And they get the temple spawns. One more and the claw goes down. Trunks taken out. It's going to be Reef and the Sparrow. Reef takes himself out of the equation and does Godlike a huge favor. One more player on for the survival play. Abyss, and the slide challenge just fails. Clove on the other hand with a ground 5-5-6 meets 2 more players. Trunks trades him out. Great play from Godlike, but the numbers just aren't there to hop on into the battlefield just yet. The objective finally open. 22 more seconds to go. The wraparound is needed from player 2 and 3. Prevail as well as Trunks. They can be the game changer here. Trunks will hold back. He wants to play the objective. Objective players get taken out, and Zen with another God nade, and Abyss this time pulls out the Sparrow, takes down 2 players and himself out of the equation. How unfortunate But it doesn't matter as long as you get that respawn, as long as Godlike manages to smoke up all of those final few points of the hill and keep themselves in this matchup. It is gonna be a fun one. Kagendra though needs less than 100 to close his game off, and they are already at that P3 with a 3-man stack on the objective. 2 rotating in, and Godlike a tad bit slow. 1 player not waiting for the rest, and Abyss, Learn, Prevail, Trunks, they all fall one after the other as Neutrino finally gets the trade, but nowhere close to the hill. The players on the side of Godlike are getting slain so far away from the objective that they're barely bringing in those points to their side. Finally, 1 player makes it on in, but he does not get to prevent the plays from the side of Kagendra in a 1v3, especially against the equalizer operator investment off of Zen as well. 24 eliminations for the man this time around. Prevail! And come on, the switchblade backstab. Just too easy for Zen. Sends out the hunter killer drone. Abyss gets tagged up just a tad bit, and Clove drops the hunter killer drone. The predator missile will go ahead and find Abyss as well. Zen takes him out of the equation. Meeseeks hops on back in, and 204 points for the side of Kagendra. If Godlike wants to wake up, now seems to be a great time. Is this the curse of Garena for the Ballarat region? Godlike 83, and it looks like it's gonna be a lot that's required from the squad to make a comeback in here. More than 100 points just to play the equalizer, but this is a good start. Now the operators on their side. Neutrino misses the first one, flicks it, and the 180 just finds one before he gets traded out. Godlike, they lose the hill. Nobody here to hop onto the objective, and it looks like Prevail is just gonna overextend and give the hill away to Kagendra. Prevail is still alive, not taking down the objective player just yet. Godlike all over the place. Kagendra on the hill. 1 final objective player, and it looks like Trunks got there just in time, but Clove gets the double to take him out of the equation. And Fran just holding on, soaking up some of those points. 215 for Kagendra now. Godlike just breaching that 100-point mark. The question is, can they make their way back into this matchup? And Kagendra so close to closing this game off. Godlike, Prevail. I tell you, this guy is playing like a god of Call of Duty Mobile for the side of Godlike. Even though Trunks does have 4 eliminations more than him, Prevail's eliminations are a little bit more solid. They are making the plays for the side of Godlike. Gravity Vortex will not punish the players just yet. Holding on to the bags, and he will learn the hard way as Zen finds him from the side. Trunks, though, has got the operator on investment, hops on right back in alongside Prevail as well, and the equalizer from India. Godlike this time, a strong comeback. And look at this. This is a blessing in disguise. It looks like the prayers of Godlike's working out. It looks like the gods themselves are on the side of Bharat. The operators did a good job for Godlike to keep Kagendra off of the hill, but the moment those operators ran out of time, Kagendra made their way right back in it. Fran and Clove, though, with the operators, and they are looking to finish this off on P2. The temple spawns all locked out already. This is where Fran and Clove can bring those operators out. Player number 1 and 3. And as you can see, player number 1 inside of temple anchoring down the spawns. The rest of the Kagendra players trying to move around, but it is a good swap around from Godlike. 53 seconds to go. The objective player taken out, and Kagendra doesn't want to go for the spawns. They want to head on in there straight up for the objective. 15 more points to close this off. Godlike, they failed the final push. They've got the temple spawn though, but clearly this is a perfect example. Even though you do have the spawns, if you can't win out of your gunfights, you're not gonna walk away with an easy hard point. Once again they falter, and Kagendra sneaks the hill back, operator in hand, and game 1 between Kagendra and Godlike over just like that. 250 to 127. Close, but not close enough. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's game 2 and 1 opportunity for Godlike to make their way back into the series. This is a best of 3. Kagendra with a dominating win. Oh my goodness. It's all 4 players on the side of Godlike. Play a super stack onto B. Bomb on the ground though. In a 3v3 now. They gotta play this really well. Reef with the Fennec. Holding down, guarding the doors. And right beside him, Wolby prevailed, but Me6 sorts that out instantly. Neutrino will find the trade right back in a 2v2 now. Bomb on the ground, and Trunks flex out. Me6 with the crazy slide, but Trunks will be able to pull off that spray and pray. And I guess when even God is on your side, he answers those prayers pretty quickly. Godlike with the first round, and the Indonesians Kagendra. The first loss in this SND. Does it mean that it's a little bit of an indicator as to who is better on this map, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Because the last time we checked SND firing range, Godlike has a 100% win rate. And guess what? So does Kagendra, man. Of course, the stats on the side of Kagendra are a tad bit inflated because their circuit is nothing short of insane. They literally play a league in the side of Indonesia. So massive number of matches, series all the time. And Kagendra making all of that league drill work well on their side. A quick finisher onto round 2. Now let's see, of course, how things kind of break down here on this firing range. Then round number 3, and if not, the Indian side will make a good comeback. Super rush once again towards B. I mean, if it's not broken, why go ahead and fix it? Bomb, though, hanging back. Godlike overextension by player 3 and 2. Trunks finding no information for the squad just yet alongside Prevail. Bomb still not planted yet. The trophy's not played. Reef could find a punisher here with the grenade. Learn. Trying to bait them out with the plant, and Zen will find a trade alongside Fran as well, but Abyss takes him down. Zen will find the sprays through the switchblade. Claims the life of Abyss to make this into a 2v2. A great recovery from Kagendra. Learn spotted out as well, but Zen says, no thank you, sir. I do not want to deal with you just yet. Me6 pulls away from the battle as well. Now they know exactly where to expect this from. And a long rotation round from Zen, perhaps from the barracks hut side or auto repair, could be the game changer. Me6 choosing to play down mid as Zen tries to wrap around a little bit further away. Bomb not picked up just yet. And finally Prevail says, I'll get the job done, but has he lost too much of time here? Me6 has the corner, and that's just not going to be enough room for him to take the bomb planter out of the equation just yet. Zen expecting a overextension, finds none. Locus in hand, but great positions held on by Godlike. It's all about the timely approach here. No tacticals, no grenades for Zen. Prevail! And Me6. What a beautiful quick scope. It's an easy one off of Prevail, but 12 more seconds to go. Neutrino trades one out. Me6 all alone. Sticks the defuse. And he gets away. Neutrino just won that round for the side of Godlike. And that's exactly how you need to play a game against Kagendra. Straightforward gunfights just don't check out. You have to play cheeky. That's exactly what he did. Glow still checking in with 0 eliminations. But he doesn't need to bury his face just yet, as Learn is stuck with the exact same situation. Round number 4. Kagendra looking for the equalizer, this time with a 2-1-2 split. We've got all angles covered. And with enough time to rotate around. Firing range is not that big at the end of the day. You are going to be able to use a lot of cover as you make your way around from bomb side A to B, or vice versa. But if you're the attacker, you definitely want to play a slow stack and play for trades first. But it looks like Godlike's going to be given a open line here straight towards this A bomb site. And they don't stick the plant just yet. Clove, a sliver of health. And he doesn't get punished just yet. Beautiful flash. Clove still low. He doesn't get taken out. How's that even possible? Friend down. As Reef gets the trade onto Abyss. Reef and Clove taken out of the equation. Neutrino with the backstab. Can Neutrino get backstabbed himself? Me6. Plays the distraction as Zen whips out the KRM for a 2-2 now. That equalizer is not going to put Godlike in a good spot. But the Indians are playing the counters now. We have to understand, guys, that the Indonesians are very proficient at S&D. In fact, it is one of their better game modes, with only slums being the weak point of Godlike. This just isn't the map that Kagendra can play against Godlike and have the advantage straight off. It's a very balanced map between the two. As Abyss takes Me6 out of the equation, the attackers have such a great advantage in numbers. A 2v5 for the defending Kagendra! His friend hits a double, but the numbers is not going to check out his way. 5v2 is too much for Kagendra to deal with. But a phenomenal effort from Friend. And thus far, the moves from Godlike, all the rushes towards B has given them pretty decent starts in this S&D match thus far. And it looks like they're going to go for exactly that yet again. Friend in a good position to punish. And he gets one player down to just a sliver of health, but traded out as the super stack from Godlike gets the advantage. Reef and Zendo with the trade out as Learn does manage to get a tag onto Reef. And a fantastic slide away. Zen spotted out once again, but not punished. And Me6, the guy's just swinging around, barely scoping in, getting those shots off of the Locust. And now Kagendra with the advantage turned into equalizer. Not letting Godlike run away at all. Best of 3 in the series. And if you are Godlike, if you are a fan of Godlike, you better start praying right now, because here comes Kagendra. And the last time we spotted them out in the respawns, Kagendra was a little too much for Godlike to handle. But when you slow the pace down, when you allow Neutrino and Abyss to hit those long shots, the pace of the game just changes a tad bit for the Indians. It's a standoff indeed, as Kagendra this time plays the ball. A little undecided, and this is classic Kagendra. Holding the bomb at their own spawn. Working the barracks hut as well as the elevation of the second floor to get that information first. But great positions on the side of Godlike. You can see play number 2 and 3. They have not made a mistake just yet at the command center. Playing it really safe. Bomb's going to get planted though. 45 seconds. Prevail could have gone in there for the prevention. And Zen doesn't overextend. Godlike waiting on ceremony. It might just run out of time if they play too much of this. And Clove, it's an easy double onto those players. Fran as well, and Reef hits a double as well. The angle held by Clove. Believe the player from the side of Godlike spotted him out and then turned it around. It's happened to me one too many times in ranked matches. I understand where he's coming from. But at a level like this on the world stage, perhaps the fans might be a little unforgiving with their comments. But smoke down mid opens up that A-bomb site for the Indonesians. Kagendra at the site already for the plant. And look at this. Nobody from the side of Godlike to play the prevention. No nades lined up to take the attacking player who pulls a successful plant and Prevail with the trade on to Fran as he gets the elimination onto Trunks. A 1-for-1 trade thus far, and it happens once again as Abyss finds Me6. Learn out of the equation. Wild sprays from Prevail. The flick onto the right finds the connection, and now sends the KRM. But Abyss does find the finisher. Reef slow on the circle. 2 players stacking in, and Abyss plays the beautiful defense as Prevail pulls Godlike for the equalizer 4-4. If this continues, my heart is gonna be in my throat and I'm gonna choke. But the Indian fans hoping that Godlike doesn't choke this. Kagendra on their way to make sure Reef finds more of those scopes, and if Abyss can Disable Reef early. This will open up their CQCs a little bit better because Reef has been a little too annoying with those panic plays thus far. Learn. Beautiful. As the player takes the prone right in front of him, punished by Learn. Tran out of the equation, but that's just a 1-for-2 trade thus far. Godlike needs another. Abyss. Reef gets stacked up. And he doesn't get the melee. Reef prays, and it looks like God answered Prevail. With the trade back, and Zen gets the bomb planted. And now 3v2. Godlike on the defense and down by 1. Numbers disadvantage for the Indians. Slim spots one player, flicks it to the right. Doesn't find the connection. Prevail. Oh, what an angle held by Me6. Spots the barrel. Prevail. Spots him out. Movement. Oh, God, the reload. And Prevail still hits it. But a double stack inside of the white warehouse is the winning factor here for Kagendra. 12 more seconds. Prevail doesn't have enough time, and Zen gets it as he slides straight up to his feet, and Godlike once again forced to find another equalizer. The Indian fans are pretty unforgiving with their words against their own team of Godlike. But it looks like Godlike stepping it up. Look at this start this time around. 4-2. Me6 missing a double shot. Will not miss the third. But traded out by Learn, who was there to play the stack. And now in a 1v2, Fran can be the game changer here. But the attacking side of Kagendra has no sight of that bomb. Fran has to play for the trade first. And unfortunately, Learn has learned that he cannot give that space for Kagendra and will use that information to punish. Back and forth continues between Indonesia and Bharat. Let's see if or not Kagendra can pull away with this one. Once again, they play a very slow stack onto the barracks. Elevation is going to give Clove a little bit of extra information, but he's not on the snipes. So he needs to be just a little bit careful here. Abyss could find the Punisher, but look at Neutrino and the position he holds on to. Very aggressive down mid. Just at the middle lane. And auto repair is gonna be his home for just a little bit. We will catch up with him in a little bit as Clove finds Trunks, manages to flick it on. And it looks like he won't be able to streak that out as Reef finds Abyss as well, leaving Learn all alone in a 1v3. Kagendra. Easy push onto the 6th round win, and Clove will find the final player. Godlike desperately will need to reach up for the round 6 win for themselves. As Kagendra right now sits on the series point. They win this and they get the series. No more chances for Godlike. The worst thing here is Kagendra gets to play the pace. And Abyss misses the first shot. Reef can go in here for the Punisher. A good flash, and that takes him out of the equation. Friend now by a god of Trunks and Learn. What a shot off that growl. A beautiful recovery from Godlike. And now the numbers advantage to the Indians. And a crucial shot. Learn takes him out of the equation. Now Me6 in a 1v3. The equalizer for Godlike should be possible here. And Kagendra to win this is to complete the 1v3, but the timing's not there for Me6 as Prevail finds the Punisher. And we get the first overtime on the P stream. The Indians pushing it. The Indonesians pushing right back. Cheeky shots back and forth. Neither side gonna get lucky with those just yet. Let's see if or not. Anybody's gonna make a mistake. Trunks finds Me6. You can't do that, Trunks. Misses the opportunity against Fred, who trades him out with a headshot as Prevail three players stacked inside the white warehouse. The B bomb side wide open. Godlike, here's your chance. Take the plant. Neutrino holding on. The trailer containers. Let's see if or not he can't find the Punisher here. Bomb planted, 45 seconds. Send and reef. Neutrino's gonna be the playmaker to prevail, overextending as well. Oh, they are so lucky nobody's taking that long rotation around. Prevail finds the first one. No trade back. Low fast to slow the pace down. Prevail! Shots from up top gets the tag! But no elimination. Neutrino finds the finisher! And Godlike pulls ahead 7-6. And now, India, they are on match point! Holy mama! What a game! Oh my goodness. It looks like it's gonna be a team meeting here at bomb site 8. It's a bum rush for sure with the bomb. Trunks hits the double orchestrated. Trunks down as well as me! Hits a triple! Outdoing the effort by Trunks! And it's all up to Neutrino in a 1v3. Can you get the clutch, sir? Fran! You can't be sleeping on Neutrino. Beautiful strike. And he backs away for the hunt. And now the double stack from Kagendra. It's all up to Neutrino as to what he does with this. Now the bomb's being picked up and rounded all the way towards B. Neutrino, on the other hand, has no information to work with until this bomb gets planted. But at that A bomb site now, Neutrino knows exactly what to expect. Pushes on forth. Kagendra playing the safe game. Checking out their corners first before going in for the plant. 57 seconds down to 45. A quick plant and retreat. And Kagendra with a very smart play. I mean, look at this. Read and send. 17-11 eliminations. And the timing just not on the side of Neutrino. Crossfire set up. Zen shows up. And a beautiful play by Neutrino. But unfortunately for him, Reed gets it with the Fennec. That was such a good read from Neutrino of Godlike. Sometimes the information can be right, but the execution can be so off. 7-7 once again. We get any even number out there. Target has been extended to 9. We continue our overtime as Clove finds the first blood. Learn with a trade. Abyss steps it up as well. Neutrino with the wild sprays. Finds absolutely no one on the other side of it. And Zen gets punished by Trunks. And here comes Godlike. It's a God of Call of Duty Mobile all of a sudden. The step up from this team and then the letdown. I mean, they go back and forth like a pendulum. Thankfully, Kagendra's not putting up a super solid fight against them, which keeps us at a 50-50. Godlike desperately needs 2 rounds in a row to pull a victory, keep themselves alive. And I tell you guys this, if Godlike can beat Kagendra in this series, it instantaneously changes the fate of India in the competition. Abyss out, as Neutrino finds Reef. Me6 all alone, and Godlike says, learn from me, bro. 7 Kagendra. Now they have to prevent Godlike from running away. Godlike on the defense, I don't know if it's an advantage or a disadvantage for Godlike. It's been pretty equal thus far. They have been able to route the bomb a couple of times, but not successful every single one, and Trunks overextending just to be punished by Zen. The first approach does not go the way of Godlike. This is what I mean. Like a pendulum, swinging back and forth. Amazing plays and then mistakes. Trunks cannot afford to play those overextensions without at least taking away 1 life from the side of Kagendra. I mean, best of 2. Obviously, if you're Indian, you want that. Abyss. It's Me6 out of the equation. Zen flashed halfway down as he tries to rotate away, and Reef this time pulls the revenge. Numbers advantage for the Indonesians as they do reach that A bomb site. Flashes that! Neutrino! Game-making play as he gets tagged up from the back front, takes him out! No running away for you, sir, not yet, at least. Fran's gonna miss a crucial spot down mid. Finds the quick reposition. 2v3. Plays back in a way, and a smart play by kagendra as they spot the rotation of Godlike. Information played beautifully. kagendra now routes the bomb all the way towards the backyard. B-bomb site on the plant. Trophy for the play by close, so grenade's not gonna find you. Prevention! Prevail! Gets the flick, doesn't hit the second one just yet. As Fran takes Abyss out of the equation, it's gonna be Prevail in a 1v2. Can you win this out, Prevail? Attackers have gotten the plant already. Prevail plays the timing, gets the recovery. Fran spotted out. Great slide, punishes them, but he can't get away in time. And Godlike needs to suffer a little bit more in the hands of kagendra. Give me a break, baby. What a game. Bomb. It's going to be picked up, but no rush straight towards A this time round, Trunks. 10 eliminations. Fennec in hand. Goes for the overextension. Below side Prevail. Trunks! What a play! But the trade is there from Reeve. Hits the double. Let's shut down Fran. kagendra about to pull away the 9th win. Just to be prevented by Trunks, and that Godlike overextension down mid. An unexpected backstab by Trunks. And kagendra, from hoping for the 9th round win, now in a sticky situation. One man down. We've missed the chance. Neutrino not looking to make a mistake just yet. Oh, what a great position held by Abyss as well. Reeves just not in a position to go for a fake defuse. I mean, the last thing you want to do is bait out 3 Indians. The bomb Neutrino gets punished, and the trade is dead. What a shutdown. The crossfire set up by Godlike, truly Godlike. And one more round. Casta by IMC. What you want me to do, man? It's a good game. Godlike. Trunks, beautiful spray. I'll be still get away from him. Trunks is a little bit annoyed, and he gets sprayed down. Trunks is pissed right now. Not only does his team member steal away his elimination, he gets sprayed down as he tries to run away for the defense. Good play by Reef, and a good trade right back for the attacking side, kagendra. What's so annoying about overtime is the bomb just keeps switching hands round after round, and if you don't play good defense, but a phenomenal offense, and perhaps it's gonna swing back and forth quite a little bit before we bring this to an end. The numbers advantage to this. Bharat's gonna rejoice as we push things into control. And like I said, if Godlike wins, get kagendra. What a flick. Reef sent right back down into the ocean. Zen's wild sprays doesn't save him just yet, and here comes the finisher. Godlike, they get the victory. 10-8, and the Indians stay alive against the Indonesians. Godlike. What a game. Now, clearly, I shouted a little bit too much, so I'm going to take a quick short break. Thanks, German boys and girls. I'll be back for the blockbuster control between the two in a little bit. Welcome back, baby. This time we hop on into control at standoff. Godlike versus kagendra. Thus far, it's a 1-1 in a best of 3, which means winner takes the series. And if you're Indian, you'd like the stats that I've got for you. Godlike currently is on a 100% win rate at control. 7 victories at raid, 6 victories at standoff, 3 victories at crossroads. And you will be happy to know that this is the worst map for kagendra when it comes to control. They only have a 67% win rate. But it looks like they have got no problems whatsoever sneaking away that B control point. Standoff is going to be a tad bit annoying here if you do not hold on to that high ground advantage. And it seems like Godlike hasn't played that to their side just yet, prioritizing A little bit too much, which is a surprise since that B control point is so close to your own home base. McGraw will be able to find one for them. Let's see if they can find that full defense at A. Down in lives, 7 as a matter of fact, as Zen finds Prevail. Makes it down a little bit more, and Learn, on the other hand, gets a double for himself, but the Indonesians just not slowing down at all. 13-22. Not looking good. Hunter Killer Drone plays its part as well, courtesy of Me6. Reef just playing it cheeky. Aye! Misses it. You can't do that. And Reef gets punished by Abyss for his cheeky play, and now 8 lives between them. Player number 3 in Yellow Clove sneaking away the hill already. Nobody's there for the defense just yet. And Trunks, the final second save onto that 8. And he will play the clearance onto that second segment as well. Traded out by Me6. Was right behind him inside of Hatel. And back and forth we go. The second segment slowly being sneaked away. But the number of lives left here for Godlike, pretty mortal if you ask me. Just 2 more and Me6 punches Abyss down just for good measure to force him to stay down. And one final player does get a consolation shutdown onto Clove. But that brings them absolutely nothing as Kagendra sneaks away the first round. Now, this is a little bit of a surprise because the stats that I just pulled out says that Kagendra should be losing this control. It says that Kagendra is not very apt at winning control, especially at standoff. But it looks like Godlike has faltered first, and Prevail and Trunks, beautiful opener as they find the 3 eliminations for the team. 29-26, Abyss strikes once again. And the overextension at B played very well by Godlike. It's just going to be a 1-player attack. Hunter Killer Drone misses Neutrino as he slides away and baits out the tractor instead. Thank goodness the tractor doesn't have a life. Hunter Killer Drone would have taken that away straight up. Zen. Equalizer, equalizing the players one after the other. Good play as he backs away from being shut down. Yet another operator is going to be pulled out as well. Reef this time around going for the spawn trap. Misses the first shot. Doesn't miss on the second. Trunks gets taken out of the equation as well. Reef now on a roll as he continues. A beautiful shot against Learn. And Fran taken out of the equation. On that same breath, 18-19, 1 life between them. Hunter Killer Drone finds the wall. Not a player. Neutrino and Abyss slowly but surely pulling the game towards the outside. B has been captured in full, but the number of lives down on the side of Godlike. This does not look good. The last time Kagendra was in a position like this where they had pulled away the B control point, they had a massive number of lives as lead. 8 or 9 lives they had between themselves as well as Godlike. But now Godlike, they haven't gotten an elimination. The past 8 lives that they've dropped make that 9 as Abyss finally breaks it. But can this be changed now? A 10 life differential between Kagendra and Godlike, and it's gonna be an easy 2-0. No more respawns for Godlike. Kagendra with the easy cleanup. Neutrino forces the team to keep them alive, but it's just not gonna check out the way he wants it. And Godlike just attacking the wrong control point, if you ask me. I mean, if they were super confident with B, I would have gone for A first. But now Godlike with the defense. And they have to expect a heavy attack at B. Look at the operators being whipped out so early on. You better get those eliminations, Godlike. You can't lose it. Annihilator taken out from Learn. Equalizer, how about you, Prevail? Can you survive? A sliver of health. Prevail with just 1 HP, hanging on for his dear life with the Equalizer. And he still hasn't gotten an elimination with the operator yet. Shoot someone, Prevail, as he finally gets Me6. Just 1 elimination with the operator. And Learn got nothing from that. And that's exactly why you don't pull out the operator the moment the round starts. An unfortunate double waste from the side of Godlike, and they are allowing Kagendra to take over. What has happened, Godlike? Kagendra now looking for the finisher onto that second segment at A as well. Neutrino finds the prevention. But unfortunately, his War Machine's not going to be doing all that too much of damage. 4 lives now between them. Made into 3. Friend this time with the Annihilator. Operator for the investment single-handedly teasing and distracting. Pulling all the defenders of Godlike towards B instead. And then opens up A for the finisher. And Zen is going to single-handedly get the job done. Godlike falling for the most unfortunate bait at B just with 1 player. And they'll go ahead to lose A. It's a tad bit unfortunate if you're a Godlike fan watching this right now. They should have not gone in for such a heavy investment to protect B, especially because they hadn't even lost a single segment there. But now they are spawning off of the guerrilla base. There is an advantage here. Unless Kagendra can force them to spawn off of that warehouse shortcuts. 8 to 11. You don't want to be Godlike right now. I mean, everybody wants to be Godlike. But not this Godlike, if you know what I mean. 7 to 11. Make that 6 to 11. Make that 5 to 10. Godlike really can't seem to catch up. If you want to step it up, now's the great time. But unfortunately, the players are just stepping down. 2 more lives left. Learn and Abyss. Godlike, can you get the clutch? Abyss says yes. Learn gets the God name. Send down as well. And out of nowhere, Godlike shows signs of life. 2v5. No operators on the side of Kagendra. None on the side of Godlike. Reef down as Learn gets in. And Me6 with the God nade onto Abyss. If you want to take the threat out, you toss a nade in, baby, and Kagendra gets the 3-0. And also the wrap-up on the series 2-1. And they shut down the first Indian team of the day, Godlike.